Hi, this is Eric Sloof at the VMworld 2014 and I'm in front of the bookstore. In fact, this is the place where the books get signed. And I'm joined by Paul O'Doherty and Stephane Asselin. How are you guys?
We're well.
Doing very well, thank you.
Great to have you. You both have written this book, the VMware Horizon Suite. We're going to talk about the book later on. But first, Paul, you're a VMware veteran. How long are you working with vSphere and all the different products that VMware is launching?
So I've been working with VMware products for about 10 years now.
Really, for 10 years. So in which roles did you work with the VMware products?
Well, I started off in server virtualization, and then we did a lot of end-user virtualization, and now I'm doing a lot of cloud, actually.
Okay. So, Stephane, how long do you work in the IT?
I've been doing it for about 22 years. I was actually a VDI customer for VMware before actually moving in. I've been in VMware for about 5 years now, so been doing desktop virtualization for a very long time.
Do you see much change in the current times with desktop virtualization? I hear that people are yelling every year, this is the year of VDI, but when is the real year of the VDI?
We're going to say it's the decade of VDI. That's going to be it. We do see a lot of changes. People are adopting. The unified workspace is definitely a big change we're seeing. We see a lot more adoption throughout the industry. And I think it's a shift, and people have to be ready for it. And that's what we're hoping with the book, that people will have the tools to get ready for that change.
Okay, great. So you both have written this book. How long did it take to complete the book?
So this book was about a year-long project. Actually, this is the second book. Stephane actually worked with me on the first book. He was my technical editor, and this one we co-wrote together.
Okay. And what are the main takeaways of this book when people are buying this book? What's the real value? Do they get best practices, or do they learn how to install the product and how to configure it?
So what we did was we covered the entire Horizon suite, and we put our experience into the book, so you get the product knowledge along with our experience, along with best practice.
Okay. Is there also a part regarding designing a virtual infrastructure for View in there?
Yeah, we do. We have really good guidance around the three tenets, so Mirage, Workspace, and View, about how you should go about it, proper planning, proper building out and scaling out, and when you need to make sure you have from the get-go. So we do have a lot of design best practices in there for sure.
Okay, great. So this morning there was a general session and VMware announced that they have bought Cloud Volumes. What do you think that Mirage and Cloud Volumes, how do they keep up with each other? Do you think that VMware will ditch Mirage in favor of Cloud Volumes? Or I think there is some tension between those two solutions.
So I'm going to let Stephane take this one because he was the Mirage guy.
So I do cover Mirage a lot, and there's definitely not tension in the groups. The Mirage piece will still be evolving a lot in the next couple of years. We're focusing Mirage on the physical aspect. There's a lot of physical desktop on the market still out there. So we're definitely keeping and combining Mirage with Cloud Volumes. Cloud Volumes will address a little bit more of the virtual side, and Mirage will be focused on the physical side, and there will be integration between both solutions in the near future.
Right. So if you look at VDI, you see that the virtual desktops need a lot of IOPS. And it's not only read, it's also a lot of write if people are working in documents. And it's a completely different workload if you compare it to a normal server. Do you have any recommendations regarding storage or caching or SSD or in-memory caching?
So we see virtual SAN making a huge impact on end-user computing. You know, with the ability to now take server-side storage and make it a first-class tenant in your end-user compute environment, I think that it's going to drive down costs, but you won't have to sacrifice performance.
Right. But don't you have any issues with things like locality? People were using a lot of host-based cards in the past. Is virtual SAN overcoming that problem?
I don't see it as a problem. I see it as an opportunity for people to be able to deploy more rapidly, not having to do a big buy up front from a storage perspective, being able to scale out from that standpoint, and leveraging what they have from local resources to be able to achieve that.
Are there specific use cases for desktops that are not fit or not able to get virtualized?
Well, I think, if you look at the Mirage product, Mirage is designed to do exactly that. So, Mirage, if you've got a lot of laptops in your environment, Mirage is ideal from that perspective because you still get that unified image management, but in a distributed physical environment.
So one of the things on my wish list is that if you are creating a golden image in VMware View and you are changing one aspect of that machine, for instance the network where the machine is connected to, you have to copy a complete image and create a new instance. Do you think that in the future there will be a solution for that problem? You see what I mean?
I definitely see what you mean, and there's definitely stuff in the works for this. That's, I would say, stay tuned for VMworld next year.
Okay, so it will take at least another year. Changing hardware on an existing image couldn't be that hard.
No, it's not. I never know. It's just stuff that's on the roadmap, and I can't speculate about that right now.
Okay, I nearly had my scoop. Well, I think everyone should buy this book. Do you agree?
I agree, yeah.
I definitely agree. Really good book. Really good read.
I think it's a great book and everyone should buy it. Big compliments to the both of you. Stephane, Paul, many thanks for the interview.
Thanks very much, Eric.
Thank you very much.